Hopefully that one doesn't fall. How's it going, everybody? It's Jay from Firebird Films here, along with
Zach Gibis.
That's right. And today we're going to go get Preston, and I figured I'd try out my GoPro over here because why not? And I need to get a route to freaking Buffalo High School. Okay. So yeah, this is really safe. Text and drive. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna. That's great.
What a hot voice.
I know, it's freaking hot.
A British woman voice.
A British woman voice, that's the way I like it, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. So, what I want to talk about first of all is what's going on with Assemble. You've heard... Shut the fuck up. Okay. So, you've probably been wondering, where the hell is Assemble? I want to see Gibis kick some more ass.
Yep.
And, yeah. The only thing I can really say is that, you know, we lost one of our crew members.
In 7.4 miles, turn right onto 20th Street Northeast.
Thank you. Basically, we lost our main villain. The actor didn't want to film anymore, so he kind of dropped out of the project. And so we're kind of stuck in a pickle right now. And so we're trying to figure that out. Meanwhile, we are shooting a new series, like a mini series called Northtown. It's a drama, not a lot of action in it. And I think you guys will enjoy it because it's a lot different from anything else that I've done. So yeah, we're doing that right now. And we're doing some other random short films here and there that I think you guys will really enjoy. So that's all I can really say about that. Upcoming projects soon. I'm gonna be shooting a lot of videos pretty soon here. So I think I turn here. Do I turn here? The Siri's not telling me to turn here.
For me, someone's calling me.
What?
Who the fuck is this?
Sorry, answer the phone, see who it is.
Hello?
Is it a telemarketer?
This is a Susan. I'm stuck. Fuck right off, pussies!
What? Who was that?
This is an exclusive announcement from Marriott Hotels.
Marriott?
Who the fuck gave the hotels my phone number?
I don't know. They're probably
These
like...
pussies have called me like 5 times and I've never answered.
That's funny.
Alright.
Alright, so what we're here to talk about on this car podcast, top 10 movies of 2015. So, what would you say is the best movie of 2015, Gibis?
The Revenant.
For me, I mean, The Revenant's an excellent movie, but considering I'm biased and kind of an asshole, I'm gonna go with Star Wars The Force Awakens, because I fucking loved the movie. I loved everything about it. There were a few flaws here and there, but I mean, I don't really care. I thought the movie was awesome.
That's my number 2 for sure.
Yeah. The Revenant was just like... Well, I've already done a review for it. You can talk about what you liked a little bit if you want to.
Yeah.
So, you can go into that after you eat some of that popcorn there. I mean, basically to sum it up, I loved the cinematography, the acting, the simplicity of the story, and how it just like really delved into the emotion of the characters and just gave us something truly remarkable. And this is another great movie from the director, Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu, I'm gonna say it like that, who did Birdman before. So, what are your thoughts?
Well, really good acting. Hopefully Leo gets that Oscar this year.
Yeah, I think he will.
And then, of course, beautiful landscapes, great cinematography.
Oh shit.
It was probably one of the best shot movies I've ever seen, too.
Fuck. Here, you wanna grab the camera?
And then, I would say...
Here, pull it up a little bit more. There you go.
Oh, especially the opening sequence.
Oh, the opening
Amazing.
sequence, it was just like breathtaking.
Oh, yeah.
Like, holy shit.
And then, of course, the few action scenes there were really good.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of action because it's not an action movie, but what there was remarkable.
Yeah, and then, I mean, they took some liberties with the history, but I was okay with that because they actually made it a good plot point of the movie.
Yeah.
And then, I would say just him surviving for so long. And like I heard people were saying that like an hour and a half or so of him out in the wilderness was really boring, or it could have been shorter. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, like there were some scenes I thought were, you know, at first, like, my initial thoughts were, like, they kind of dragged some scenes on.
Yeah.
But then, like, as I thought about it a little more, like, I kind of appreciate the fact that they didn't rush anything. They just let the scenes drive themselves, or, I don't know how to say it. They kind of just, like, you know, let them draw out. You know, they never felt rushed.
Yeah, I felt like you were in there too. Like everything that was happening, you had like a great point of view on. And Leo, like for some of the scenes, like of course he really went in the river. He really ate that buffalo liver. Like he actually did all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which makes it just so much better.
Yeah, it really adds to a lot of authenticity and shows that he is a very dedicated actor. And I really respect him for that. You know, his dedication to his roles is just really admirable, and I think he's going to win this year. He does have some competition, nothing strong though. I'd say just Matt Damon in The Martian, because he had to carry that a lot of that movie by himself. And he did a really good job with that, and he was funny, and he showed a lot of range. And then I didn't see Trumbo, but I heard Bryan Cranston did great. And I mean, I can definitely see Bryan Cranston, you know, getting an award of some sort. I don't know if he has, but I mean, he definitely deserves the nomination at least, just because, you know, I haven't seen the movie, but we all know he's a good actor because we saw Breaking Bad. We all saw Breaking Bad, right?
I also, the movie I really wanted to see was The Big Short, which I never saw. Like, I heard there's so many nominations for that.
Yeah, my friend
Bale.
Yeah, my friend Ricardo said it was really good. So let's talk about Star Wars: The Force Awakens a little bit then. You know, where would you rank it among the Star Wars movies?
It's my second favorite. Episode 5's
The Empire Strikes Back still the best. I'd still put A New Hope over Force Awakens, but I mean, they're really close. Like, I mean, I can't say like A New Hope's necessarily a better movie, because something that The Force Awakens did better was they fleshed out its villain very well in the first movie. Like, you know, if this were, I mean, this movie does leave a lot of things open, but it also does an excellent job of just like fleshing out every single character except Poe, but he's a side character, so it's like, it's not a big deal. What did you think of the lightsaber fight at the end? A lot of people are bitching about that. It was like, oh, Rey has no training, yet he defeated Kylo Ren.
Well, that's because Rey's strong with the Force.
Yeah, probably because she's a Skywalker, it's possible.
Yeah.
I think, okay, the whole time, if you watch it, if you actually like pay attention to the fighting style, just over a bit. If you pay attention to the fighting style, you will realize that really a lot of Rey's moves are defense. You know, like
I mean, like earlier in the film, like the marketplace fight, she had that long stick.
Yeah,
like,
so
she knew how to fight already.
Yeah, she knew how to fight. Just with the lightsaber, she was a little different. But I think this is the biggest part here. Kylo Ren was injured. You know,
and he's also like at the end. They're gonna send him to finish his training. Like Rey's getting trained. It's like building up for.
Yeah, and you know, for the longest time, he was the only, Sith that really like. He was the strongest one for a long time out of like anyone around the Empire or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? And so for someone to just suddenly show up and give him a challenge with the Force while he's injured and while he's enraged, you know, he's not gonna fight good, you know? And not to mention, he still kicks Finn's ass.
Yeah.
He still kicked Rey's ass, you know? Like,
I mean,
he was mostly, you know, getting her pretty good. I mean, she got him a couple times at the end, of course, because she embraced the Force, you know? I mean, it's kind of what Yoda had said, you know, how, well, he didn't say it like this, but, you know, basically, the lightsaber isn't your best weapon, it's the Force. Which, and then in Attack of the Clones, he fucking uses a lightsaber. And then in Revenge of the Sith. I mean, that's fun to watch, even though it's just a big CGI mess. But we're not talking about prequels. We're talking about, you know,
and also
Force Awakens.
Like Jaden said, Kylo Ren, he's
through the mile, turn right onto 20th Street.
He is really, I wouldn't say immature. He's he's not fully trained.
He's unhinged.
And also, like Yoda said before, rage is a path like the dark side. So he's enraged. Like, you're not gonna fight good when you're angry, especially.
Yeah. Fuck you, camera. This is why you don't shoot a scene when you're out in the country driving 55 miles per hour.
2.1 miles. Prepare to park your car in 20th Street.
What else did you want?
Okay, Okay, thank you.
To your destination from there.
Yes, we get it. Thank you. So yeah, we're approaching Buffalo High School here. Let's talk. Okay, so off Force Awakens, we both loved it. That was one of the best movies of the year. One of the best Star Wars movies. What would you say about Mad Max Fury Road?
Yeah, it was really good. In my opinion, it's kind of overhyped. I mean, it's really good, but it's not the best action movie ever.
It's not.
And
it's not. Watch Mojo.
Yeah, and I, in my opinion, I like the Road Warrior better.
Yeah.
And I'd say, out of the four, I'd go Road Warrior, Fury Road, and then just
original.
Mad Max and Thunderdome.
Yeah. Yeah, Thunderdome is actually, I mean, Thunderdome's a decent movie, but it's definitely the weakest out of all of them. That was the one I think George Miller had the least control over. I think that Fury Road is one of the best action movies of the decade, but it's not, like, the best, I wouldn't say.
Of all time.
No, it's not as good. I mean, it's a great movie. I love the effects. I love the action.
Yeah, it's all practical. It's all real.
Yeah, it's very well done. Incredibly well done. One of the most well done movies. I mean, I've seen it so long. But, you know, I think that people are kind of ignoring some of the flaws, some of the things that, you know, maybe didn't click. Like, I know that Mad Max doesn't really speak a lot in the other movies, but this still didn't really feel like his movie. This felt more like Furiosa's movie, which, you know, I mean, yeah, sure, in the other movies, he was kind of like the eyes and ears, our eyes and ears of the apocalypse, but regardless, I still think that Furiosa should have had a smaller part in things, and Max should have still had the forefront. Not that he had to talk a lot, but like, that beginning scene when he was talking about what goes on through his head.
Prepare to park your car on Mid-20th Street Northeast.
Siri, if you want to be a part of our video, just ask. You don't need to be a dick.
Like Siri's opinion on the movies.
Yeah, Siri, did you like Mad Max Fury Road?
Make a U-turn and proceed to Lake Avenue Northeast.
That's not what I asked you. I must ask you a question. Let's talk about. You didn't see The Hateful Eight yet, did you? No!
I did not, sadly.
No, I did not.
I did not.
I did not.
Proceed to the route.
Proceed to shut the hell up.
Yeah, that's right, Siri. Alright, so I'm just gonna go park up here. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't enter here.
Oh, fuck me.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here.
We're screwed.
Yep, we're gonna die.
They're gonna arrest us.
We're screwed.
They're gonna arrest us because we like Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And they don't.
They hate Man of Steel. Speaking of that, let's talk about 2016 movies a little bit more. What is like the biggest, what's your most anticipated movie of the year so far?
Civil War.
Civil War.
For sure.
Agree.
I
agree.
I think Batman vs Superman will be good.
But
It's
I think,
really hyped up, but I don't think it'll be better than Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it will be. I don't think it's gonna live up to
And
that.
I mean, I really like The Dark Knight Returns, which is what it's kind of based off of.
Yeah.
But I like the Civil War comics better. And
Yeah.
I also like Captain America and Iron Man. Like, there's way more build. There's way more build to their characters, of course. Like, Man of Steel it gave, like, the backstory and stuff, but it's never, hopefully it actually gives a reason why they're fighting, which in the comics, it was because, I guess...
It was because of
he's sick of him destroying everything, which is kind of like that in the movies.
Yeah, because he's like, you freaking destroyed Metropolis and stuff.
And Gotham, yeah.
Yeah, you blew up, or you destroyed Wayne Tower and stuff. I think the problem that's gonna happen is it's gonna have a really good first and second act, and then it's just gonna kind of fall apart by the third one.
I think it'll be jumbled with Wonder Woman, and even Doomsday, really.
Yeah. Rocco, come here. This is Rocco. This is my dog. You've probably seen him photobomb like tons of our videos, because that's just what he does.
He's rude.
But, you know, this one, he is part of this team. What'd you think of the Batman vs. Superman trailer?
Oh, Mad Max Fury Road's my favorite movie of all time.
Get out.
Goodbye, Rocco.
Goodbye. Yeah, he'll just chill back there. Or he'll hang out up here. Yeah. Dude, digging the GoPro. Yeah, I think that another good one this year is going to be X-Men Apocalypse. And then, we're seeing Deadpool. We're going to be seeing it early, actually. We're going to see it Wednesday night. And I'm really excited for that.
Oh, I'm really excited.
And then next weekend is Hail Caesar, the new Coen Brothers movie, which I'm just super excited for because, I love
Coen
Fargo.
Brothers are great.
Yeah, Big Lebowski, Fargo.
No Country for Old Men.
True Grit. Yeah, just a bunch of great movies, and I look forward to another one because they're consistently good filmmakers. X-Men Apocalypse, I think that Poe Dameron will make a good Apocalypse. I know a lot of people were comparing him to Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie, but I think that after Days of Future Past, Bryan Singer has just proved that he is the true director for X-Men. He knows what makes the movies work, and he knows the right liberties to take with the source material. And so I think he's going to deliver a strong movie. And yeah. What about Rogue One? Did you hear that Darth Vader is going to be in Rogue One?
No, I didn't. I haven't heard much about Rogue One at all, actually.
Yeah, Felicity Jones is the main character. You know what? Speaking of Felicity, how about we talk about Arrow, The Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow?
Alright.
So, what do you want to start with? Let's do a rundown of Arrow so far. So, the first 2 seasons, we both agreed, are just excellent. Phenomenal. Season 3 started off really good, but kind of took a nosedive after, I'd say, episode 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even then it was still strong up to like
20.
Until Roy left.
Yeah, the last 4 episodes, in my opinion, were the worst of this season.
Yeah, definitely. They were weak. But then, season 4, it started off really strong. And I think it's still going pretty strong, but it's starting to have some weaker episodes. Like, I think episode 6 and 11, or 10, episode 10, those 2 were pretty weak. But it's still good. I don't know if I like the lighter Oliver, because they said, like, oh, he's going to be like Green Arrow this season. Well,
I don't like lighter Oliver at all.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, it's like, I understand that he's trying to be funny. They're trying to make him funny like he is in the comics, but he's not funny. He's sarcastic. He's a sarcastic asshole, and that's what makes him so entertaining. And the fuck is that? Whatever. I think that they need to nail the sarcastic edge more. Like, cause he was sarcastic in the first 3 seasons. Like, he'd say something, like the pilot episode, Walter's like, I didn't realize you knew Russian, Oliver. And Oliver would be like,
I didn't realize you wanted to screw my mother, Walter.
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of shit that he says. And I think that as time went on, he should have gotten that. He should have, like, slowly started to be more sarcastic on the field, instead of just having a bait and switch where he's at peace with himself. Yeah. I do like some of his attempts at humor, but, like, in the crossover, when he was like, more bruises than Deathstroke, worst line of the series.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
If I was driving Mark Guggenheim, I'm the guy, I'm like reading over a script, I see that line, throw his ass out the car right now.
Yeah. Yeah, out of the car right here. This would be Mark Guggenheim. I'm Mark Guggenheim. I'd be like, oh shit!
Throw him out.
Yeah.
Rocco.
So let's talk about The Flash a little bit then. Move on to The Flash. First season. Amazing. Spectacular.
For sure.
And season 2 so far, not as strong. No. There are some flaws. Like, Jay Garrick is tremendously underused. Zoom just hasn't made the same impression like Reverse Flash, because while he had that amazing scene in episode 6, he hasn't done anything else since then. Yeah. And he almost kind of feels like a copy of the Reverse Flash, who's like, I want the Flash's speed. Or no, he sounds like, I want the Flash's speed. I am truly the fastest man alive.
I think they should have gone with a different villain, honestly.
Yeah, like, unless there's a really good twist or where he's like Eddie or something,
That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's a lot of theories surrounding who is Zoom, and I'm thinking he is Detective Eddie Thawne, because, the Thawne family, they are just destined to be Reverse Flashes. It is the opposite of the Allens, Bart Allen, Barry Allen, and, that's just the way to go, I think. But if they do something different and original, I'm all for it. I just hope it's actually interesting. Some people have speculated that it's gonna be another Harrison Wells. And it's gonna be like Zoom is actually the Earth One Jay Garrick or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, but that would make sense, really, unless Hunter Zolomon is Zoom.
Yeah, that was another because
he's just a random guy.
Hunter Zolomon was revealed in episode 11, and I think that was interesting. Because it really adds a lot of speculation. Because obviously, if he's not Zoom, they're gonna do something with him in the future, and yeah. Let's move on to Legends of Tomorrow. Arrow and Flash, they both spent the first half of their season setting up Legends of Tomorrow. And I was kind of thinking, well, shit, this better be good. Because it wasn't only good, it was great. And what's pissing me off is that after the first half of the pilot, critics gave it a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, they said, oh, because it's jumbled. This was the first half of the pilot. It doesn't make any sense. Because it is a 2-part pilot. When you have an entire arc, you gotta watch it from that perspective. And the show's not perfect yet, but for God's sake, this is one of the most entertaining shows I have seen. Ever, probably. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, The Flash, Season 1... I think it did a really good job of balancing the action, the humor, and the plots and stuff. And right now, Legends is doing the exact same thing. Even with lots of characters, which you wouldn't really know if you didn't watch The Flash or Arrow, if you did watch them, it all makes sense. And
yeah,
it's funny and it's action packed, and the fight scenes are they're actually really good.
Yeah, they are definitely really cinematic. It is a low budget version of the Avengers. But what my friend and I agreed on is Legends of Tomorrow is what you get if Back to the Future, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Doctor Who were to have sex. Were to have just a massive 3-way orgy. And that you would get Legends of Tomorrow from that. Who is your favorite character on Legends of Tomorrow? Captain Cold. I gotta go with White Canary. Not just because she's hot as hell, but... Okay, yeah, it's because she's hot. No, for me, though, I actually gotta go Martin Stein. I think Victor Garber is just really entertaining in the role. He's just, the second episode, or the second part of the pilot, was really his episode. Mm-hmm. And he just nailed it. He's funny, he's clever, and he's just, a fun character to watch. He's got a good arc about, being older and, having that desire for adventure. I think that really adds a lot to his character. And, I really appreciate how they are doing their best to give all these characters dimensions. Jax has his own thing where it's he wants, or he just, he wants to be part of a team. He wants to, he realizes that he wants to be a hero. This is his calling. Ray, he just wants to matter. He wants to make a difference in the world. That's what he's always wanted. Stein, already mentioned that. White Canary wants to find her place. Rip Hunter, he wants vengeance. Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Hawkman died.
Yeah.
I didn't like Hawkman anyways.
No one cared about Hawkman.
Yeah, I didn't like him. He felt really boring and kind of forced as a character, in my opinion.
He was really boring. You could have Hawkgirl without Hawkman, and they really wouldn't make any difference, which is sad because Hawkman was awesome on Smallville. I really enjoyed watching him on that show, and then in the cartoons he was good. He was a cool character. And, just to kind of see him wasted. It was kind of bound to happen. I think each show has that character that is kind of doesn't really get as much to do. And then, they didn't really give Roy anything to do in Season 3.
That's how I feel about Laurel in Season 4.
Yeah, that's Laurel in Season 4. Really, the only show that has really done a lot with their characters... even then, Flash Season 1 did, but Season 2 is Jay Garrick. They're good characters and everything, but it's they don't do anything with them. They haven't done much with Jay Garrick yet. They haven't done much with Laurel this season, or any of the seasons, because the writers clearly don't like her.
Laurel is coming back, I think. She's been a lot more like in the last couple episodes.
Yeah, she's been
Black
very
Canary.
prominent. Yeah, she's had a prominent role, but it's like she made more of an impression in the first episode of Legends of Tomorrow than she did on Arrow anytime so far.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of sad. So that really wraps up everything I want to talk about with Legends of Tomorrow and everything. I think this is a pretty good podcast. It's 26 minutes here. So, you know, thank you for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it. We'll probably shoot a little bit more on the way back of Preston. So until then, see you later.